most precise and intelligent battles in human history was waged by the army of the Third Reich when it invaded Western Europe, including France, during World War II. This attack, which the Allies had been anticipating after the fall of Poland, was prepared as follows. In 1929, the French army began constructing a defensive line named the Maginot Line, stretching from the Swiss borders in the south to the Belgian borders in the north, a wall of fortified concrete filled with cannons, fixed machine guns, and anti-aircraft defenses. On the Belgian border, especially in the extreme north, the majority of the British and French forces were positioned. However, between these two sections lies the Ardennes Forest, a mountainous region full of tall trees and nearly impossible to traverse. The Allies considered this forest a natural obstacle for the German forces, thinking they would never dare to enter it, thus leaving very few troops behind this area, the least experienced ones. Of course, the Nazis were aware of the details of this defensive plan. Hitler did not listen to his generals and decided to send the main force towards the Ardennes Forest. This genius decision changed the course of history. The battle began on June 10, 1940, and the Second German Force was tasked with occupying the Netherlands and Belgium, while the Third Force attacked the Maginot Line, its goal not being to cross this line, but simply to keep the defensive forces in place. The Allied forces fell into the trap and entered Belgium to confront the Second German Force. Meanwhile, the First Force, mainly composed of panzer forces, invaded French territory by passing through the Ardennes Forest, using the tactic of blitzkrieg or lightning war. This force began to advance north to encircle the Allied forces in that region, while the Second Force began to occupy the Netherlands and Belgium. The siege tightened until all forces were encircled in the city of Dunkirk. Here, on May 27, 1940, Britain conducted a heroic evacuation operation named Dynamo, evacuating more than 300,000 soldiers to its territory. Subsequently, the remaining French forces quickly began to collapse, and the next objective of the German forces was to reach Paris, which was declared an open city to avoid destruction and massive human losses. The Germans entered Paris on June 14th, and on June 22nd, French General Philippe Pétain signed an armistice with Germany, which controlled much of the country, while the other part fell under the Vichy government, very cooperative with the Nazis to the extent of delivering the Jews of France. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, leave us a like.